Family, good night, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Frenzy podcast. As always, I'm your host, Levant. Me tonight I have Ryan, I have Kems, man who's looking like a preacher. I have Chris Scott, a man who call himself Chris the Sports Guy. And before I go any further, guys, just go on over to his channel and subscribe to his channel as well, man, because this man talks a lot of football as well, including the Jamaica Premier League, because he's actually a co-commentator for the
Commentator slash analyst.
yeah. So just you can go over there, man, and give him a sub, man, and just do the right thing. Tonight we're here to discuss some track and field, and we have to discuss these three Jamaican ladies that did themselves some justice and did the nation very well at the recently concluded Olympics and the Diamond League meets that followed. And boy, it was a season to remember. For me personally, I rank it as the best season ever for Jamaican female sprinters based on what was achieved along with the times that were run, especially after the Olympics. Now, we can't look any further than the reigning double Olympic champion, Elaine Thompson-Hera, who also is the Diamond League winner, and she ran what? A low 10.5, 10.54, and a 21.53 in the 200 meters. So those are some special times, and I believe it was earlier today she also got a diplomatic passport. So the accolades just keep on coming in for our Kems lady. And boy, what better way to start it than starting with the Kems?
So before good night panelists, good night everybody who tuned into the live. Are we talking about Elaine? Or are we talking about all three?
All right,
females?
so currently right now we're talking about Elaine.
All right, so I would definitely say this is obviously Elaine's best season since she has turned a pro. Let us, we can just run through it really quickly. In 2015, because she was the new girl on the block, and then Shelley was the lover girl. So, Mr. Stephen Francis kept her away from the double and just give her the 200 alone, and obviously she came second in 200 to Daphne. And then we'll move on to 2016 now, where all right, then Shelley get a little bit unruly. So Frano start to love Elaine because Elaine listen to everything what Frano say. Jump, she asks how high. Crawl, she say how long. So, she did the double. She did the double, and then, she won the double at the Olympics, 1 and 2. So now let's move forward now to 2021, right? And remember, from 2016, 2021, that's 5 years, because obviously for the viewers who is not really that in tune to track and field, we had, because of COVID, we had, I'm sorry about that, guys. Yes, but because of COVID, we had to skip a year because Olympics was postponed. So let's move forward. From the Jamaican trials, Elaine Thompson came third in both the 100 and the 200. And, laughing spoil. Oh, God, this is the same ET. She now win the Olympics. But I might as well give somebody our spot. Give Brianna Williams our spot. All those disrespectful things we're saying about the reigning Olympic champion. I don't know how you can be the reigning Olympic champion and get so much disrespect, right? But obviously she was carrying an injury for a very long time, the same Achilles injury, but them take care of it, and so bam. All right after the Olympics, I think she went to a Diamond League. She went to a Diamond League where she won that Diamond League. There's no spectacular person in there, of course, but she won. Right?
What was the 1071?
Huh?
Was that the 1071 race?
Oh man, that wasn't 1071 race. I think that was like a 10-9 race or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then after that, there was a race after that now where, she bucked back Shelley. She bucked back Shelley and whap, right? She beat her that time, right? And then that's
Kim. So I think you're correct. I think it was a 10-9 that she ran, and then when she met Shelley, that was when the 10-7-1 was ran.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the order. Yeah.
And and then I came on here and I gloated and I said, hey, she beat Shelley now. Shelley is not going to beat her again in the Olympics at all. Obviously, people laugh off for me and say, I'm delusional, I don't know nothing about sports, idiot, and any colorful adjective they could come up with, that is what they did, right? So then now we move on to the Olympics, right? We move on to the Olympics, and obviously she's defending her Olympic title. If you know anything about champions, they love to defend their titles. It's just a particular pride about it. And she went out, and obviously she ran 10.63. She ran.
One.
Yeah.
That was
Which one?
10.63.
At Olympics?
Yeah.
6-1.
6-1.
6-1.
Yeah, she ran 10.61, pointing, showing Shakari what you're supposed to point at. We don't point at 10.7, 10.8 around here. We point at 10.6, right? So she pointed at the 10.6, bam. All right, that was good. So we know she have a lot more left in the tank, right? And then what she did, she doubled down on that. She became the first woman to win the 100, 200 meter double twice, right? And then she became the second fastest woman ever, and then she became the fastest. She became the fastest woman alive in the 100 and also in the 200, blistering 21.53. All right, people say, "Oh, Shelly's 34. Lord God, she tired." Blah 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 blah. Okay, no problem. Diamond League come after that now. Shelly come back in the race again. Whap 10.54, blistering time. I think she could have get the world record, but hey, that's a story for another day. So
That
when
one,
we
no,
go,
no, 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 no. That's a story for tonight. Remember that we're breaking on everything in the boss, man.
yeah. So when she ran that 10.54, I still think that boy, she could have definitely go a little bit faster. She could have definitely go a little bit faster. She could have worked on the mechanics. And when I talk about mechanics, I talk about the start of her. If you know anything about Elaine, the start of our race is always the worst part of the race. And if I don't know if they do it on the television in Jamaica, but on NBC when we're watching the races up here, they do the speed when they reach like from 50 meters to
Yeah,
the
man. They do
finish
it.
line. They
They
do
do
it.
it
They do
here.
it. And in every single race, Elaine is the only athlete that has maintained that speed
Consistent speed, yeah.
all the way to the end. Everybody else is slowing down, right? Elaine is the only one that is maintained. That's just to show you that if she work on that
But
first,
Kems,
yes, sir.
when they interviewed Elaine, Elaine said, based on that race, she don't know what else there is to do. She said she's going to review the tape, but she said the
Mhm.
way she executed, she don't know what else there is to do to break the record. In the sense that she never really she couldn't highlight a flaw or any flaws at
When
that
when
point in time.
Can I
when
answer?
when
But
did they
to go run 10.54 and I find flaws in it, that's really, I
when
don't
did
know.
they when
But
did
can,
they
can I
interview?
can I, can I answer?
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
Right. I'm looking at both races, right? The race that she ran the 10.54 in Eugene and the 10.61 that she ran at the Olympics. Had Elaine Thompson Hira got the same start that she did at the Olympics and ran through that tape, she would have broken the world record in
I
Eugene.
agree with that.
Exactly. So, Elaine can come say whatever she wants to say. When she go on to the tent, Frano will definitely give her some conk and say, hey, this and this is what we need to work on, right? But also, then obviously, then another thing that she decided to add to her resume was, the Diamond League champion, right? No woman, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know I am right. But no woman in the history of track and field, and you can check it out if you know one, has never been the double Olympic champion in 100 and 200 and the Diamond League champion in the 100 meters and the fastest woman alive. So this woman has had a spectacular season. This is one of the first seasons since 2016 because not even the whole of 2016 she was healthy. After the Olympics, I think one race after that, the Achilles started acting up and then it just affected her up until now, right? But, they found a way to treat it and, I really hope that they can treat it because obviously Elaine has only won one World Championship medal, and that was in 2015. And we definitely need to change that.
Okay. Um, Before I move to Ryan and Chris, here's Manningsman saying that must give Kems credit for always believing in Elaine. All season long, he remained consistent. From no one shall heed his advice. I humbly concede to the guru of track and field.
You
Well, we
see,
can we can
Demo,
throw around some words, just say, man.
Demo,
We love
you
throw
see,
around some words like
you
overrated
don't call
and
yourself a guru. You make other people give you that credential. So now I am credentialed guru of track and field. Thank you, Mannings,
Eh?
man.
We love to run some words, Zeke. Level overrated and overhyped and guru and them something.
But Kems, you can take the guru tonight because you got it from somebody. It's not a self-proclaimed thing. So
Mhm.
you are a guru.
Not self-proclaimed like Demo or even Devin. And Devin, lucky he's not on the show because I was going to beat him today, but he'll
Okay. Um, you've heard all what Kems has said, Ryan. Do you think that there's anything to add to that spectacular season that Helene has had?
um, well, to add, it's at this. Well, put it this way: the season that Elaine has had, none of us, not even Kems, would have predicted that it would have been so good. Right, Kems?
what explain so good. Explain so
All
good to
right.
me.
I know you expected her to win the Olympics, the Olympic gold medals, the three of
Yeah.
them. But in terms
Yes.
of the time, because we're here on the panel some months ago speaking about why they're not doing sub,
10,
what was it, 10
6.
point, why
Yeah,
they
because
weren't doing sub 10.7.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Good. So we did not have the expectation of them doing sub
No,
10.7.
no,
And
remember.
even if we had expected them to do 10.6 anything, it would be like 10.6, 10.69 at the very best. Now to
All
do
right.
10.6, lower 10.6, and then now go do better than a 10.6 to 10.5 something. That's way spectacular. That's way better than we have all of us have expected. So
All right.
um, even
Let me
though even though you expected her to win those medals, I would suggest that she has exceeded expectations for you and for all
okay.
of
Let me rebut. Let me rebut real quick, right? Let me rebut real quick because I predicted the exact time in that race, right? I predicted the exact time that she was going to run. But from I see Shelly run 10.6, I know for sure that Elaine can run 10.6, right? As I tell you, one of the biggest things for Elaine was that it was the mental aspect of her race. She had a mental blockage and a mental hurdle that she really had to get over. So when she come out in the interview and she said, "Oh, a lot of persons say she can't win the medal, a lot of persons say she done," there was a lot of doubt, there was a lot of self doubt that she had to overcome herself in order to produce the times that she's producing now. And I'm telling you, right now, Jamaica ungrateful people wanna unleash a beast right now, and boy, no, you see, wanna go and see something. But you, Ryan, I know that she was going to run 10.6. If you want to say about 10.54, I did not see that, right? And I never see that coming. But after that Olympic final, when I see she point, then I know say, all right, 10.5 is definitely possible. And then
yeah.
definitely
But 10.54 still wasn't. We still never expected a 10.54 because
I
we were
well,
here and we're saying that probably a 10.58 at 10.59 thereabouts.
Yeah,
no,
because
I
remember, when she did the 10.61, we were saying that okay, if it was the wind was better and she had run through, she would be like 10.57. That was what the analysts were breaking it down to be.
agree.
10.57 tops.
Yeah,
So the
but I
10.5.
I actually I think I predicted 10.56 at the Oregon. I predicted 10 point. I never see, as I said, I never see 10.54. But as I said, you use certain people as trademark. Like again,
A
a lot
yardstick. Yeah, man.
a, a lot of y'all people love Shelly for whatever reasons y'all love her for, right? But when we talk about sprinting, just soul sprinting, Elaine is a much more superior sprinter than Shelly in every phase of sprinting, right? So once I see
Except
Shelly
the
do something,
start.
except the start, yes. So once I see Shelly do something, I know for sure Elaine can do it. So when I see Shelly come out talking about, oh, she's saving herself for the final race because she's going to attack the world record, I already know no chance. I would have got to just bet and bet all my bank account that she could never even get close to that world record. Not even a 10.55 she can run right now. So continue, Ryan.
Yeah, so that was basically me adding to Elaine's season. I'm supposed to speak about the other two as well.
No, man, not yet, man. I'm just going around the table first.
Okay.
Chris, you have heard both these gentlemen. Anything from you in regards to, as Kim's called her, the greatest female sprinter there is?
I actually agree with Kems. I think she's the greatest female sprinter in history. Um, and what makes her so exceptional is that the 10-6 that she is running, that's not the first time she's running. That was not the last time she ran 10-6 within the season. She ran 10-6 and lower on 4 other occasions. You have to give her credit where that is concerned. No, I think that this, as you have put it in your overall topic, this is the greatest year of female sprinting that we have ever seen. In terms of times, Shelley lowered her PB as well. Elaine running 10.54. No, I am sure Kems did not predict Elaine to run 10.6 and lower that many times this season. Let's just talk about before the Olympics.
4 times.
She has run 10.6 and lower on 4 occasions. And I have said to somebody else, if you would have told me a couple years ago, even before the Olympics, that a 10.64 in a 100 meter, female 100 meter would have come second, they would have told me that I was a liar and banana sense. She ran 10.64 and lost to Shelley and Fraser Price in a race, a 100 meter race. That's insane. That is how consistent Elaine Thompson is. And to be honest, when she ran that 10.54, I was predicting her to break the world record. She was really close to breaking that world record. And I really want her to get that world record because if she had gotten that start that she did at the Olympics, Levon, she would have run 10.45.
Whoa.
I can tell you that. I think she would have run 10.45 if she got that start because the 10.54 that she ran, she never had the start at the Olympics that she did at the Olympics. When she started in that Olympic 100 meter final, she was neck and neck with everybody. She's not the best starter. And as Kem said, she was doing block starts consistently, over 200 block starts consistently because she wanted to get that start. If she had gotten that start at the Olympics, she should have run 10.45. I believe so. It's her power, her drive phase.
Her start at the Olympics was not bad enough.
It wasn't.
Maybe it wasn't a Shelley start.
No, it wasn't. But when
it was one of her best starts.
The thing is, when she started at in that Olympic final, Ryan, she was up with the rest of them. Normally, she have to work. In her normal start, she'd have to work to get in that race and then use her drive phase, her technique, and her power and her top-end speed to win the race. She was right up there with them. So I think that she had a fantastic season. And based on the time she's done, the dominance that she has won in these races, I think she's the greatest sprinter. She's the first female sprinter to retain 100 and 200 meter world Olympic title. No female in history has ever done that. And the fact that she has done it and done it in dominant fashion, and the fact that we think that she's capable of running faster than the times that she clocked at the Olympics, and she has done so in one of the events. She's the greatest female sprinter of all time.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Chris, you just borrowed a line from the only man that I know go around and says that I am sure. I heard you said it, and I was like, Chris did it, and it was a Mannings man. But Mannings man, were you sure that Elaine would have won these Olympic double?
If I said that, good evening, one and all. Ryan, Kems, Levon, Chris, and all the other person in the comment section. Good evening. If I said that Kems would beat me because I did pick Shelley to win, if you remember, so I would not dare make any such utterances. No, but I do agree with what you have all said that at least in my generation, from what I've seen from track and field, What I've read, she's the greatest sprinter um, of all time. Um,
Oh.
and I believe that has happened, and she still has not run her best race in the best of conditions. Like if she had the best conditions and she had her best race in the 100 and 200, like Usain Bolt, she would have those records. I think when she has had good conditions, she has not had her best race. And when she has had, in terms of start and how she finishes, and when she has done those things, the wind and you know that right amount of wind that get you, I don't think she has had that. And I can't wait for. I know that this year was the best year in sprinting when you think about all the athletes, including her, and she has topped it. Listen, look at Shelley's time, and Elaine still wins. When you think
Speak up
about,
in though, Mannings. You mentioned about the win reading. I don't quite remember if it was I don't remember which meet it was, but she actually had the wind. However, she had one of her, I wouldn't say worst, but she had one of her poorest races because I
yeah,
remember Kim was talking about it that they needed probably a win reading of between positive 1.5 to 1.9 thereabouts. Or she got a
Mhm.
positive
was was
1.7.
wasn't that in Portland?
I don't think it
No,
was at Eugene, man.
no,
I think it was a meet
uh,
afterwards.
no, it was in it was in Switzerland.
Yes, it was in Switzerland. And she had the win. However,
She had a poor start.
she never had a good race.
There
And
you
What was
go.
the time? That was the 10.65?
Yes,
yes,
10.65.
yes, right. And she
and
never had a good start. That's what I'm saying. If that
just look at
race,
it though, Mannings. Just look
yeah,
at it. Here we are saying that she never had one of her best races, yet she ran 10.65. Just imagine how impressive she has been.
that's the point I'm making. So I think if she stays healthy, both records are going to go in Eugene because I hope it is legal win condition, which would be the only problem. But I think if she continues on this path, she stays healthy, she's going to get them. Why? Because I think this Christine Mboma girl is the only one who can challenge her in the 200, which is going to push her to the record. And I think Shelly is going to want to end her career beating Elaine. So I see like the world championship next year when she has both records, and then we put her in the same bracket like Bolt.
So
That's where she's going to go.
Shelley is reassessing. Shelley says she might go Paris.
no chance. No, if she want to leave on a high, she better be smart. Go Paris. Go do what. Anyway, Mannix man. I don't know if you have any. I don't know if you have your travel documents in a Mannix man. But I'd love if you, cause I already booked my ticket to
I'm
Eugene every single
already.
day. Yeah, yeah. What the
All right,
ticket them want sell like hot bread, man.
all right.
So
I'm going to be there.
I would love if
Oh,
you guys make it there, man. If I even for the 100 meters, just make it there because
Well,
it's
I
going
don't know
to
if I
be.
can get the ticket. I could be in Portland, but I'm very sure that you can get the ticket. I am sure that you probably can't get a ticket to go in.
No,
But
no,
the
man.
only
Mannings,
Portland,
you're
the
at
only
Mannings.
Portland I'd likely be in is the one in Jamaica.
Mannings, you can get ticket, because um, just link up Kims. Kims will make the arrangements,
You want a
oh,
ticket, man?
Mad.
definitely. Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean? Not the
All
plane
right.
ticket, not the plane ticket, the ticket to the.
But
Keep someone can give you play ticket money, my youth.
now we're going to look at. Well, I think Ryan is on the same side of the argument with me that we're not giving Elaine the greatest of all time as yet because we want to see her win probably
World
a
Champs.
one or two more world championships and then she
Why?
solidified her
But
position.
Yeah, I think
what I'd ask Ryan though is that
just
who is
pad
the
in the
greatest
start.
of all time?
Right now,
Just
Shelly.
pad,
Him say
just pad in
Shelly.
the start.
Shelly?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me. When I turn this into a debate, greatest or whatever, but listen to me. You cannot be the greatest sprinter of all time and you cannot run a 200 meters. That is absolute garbage. You cannot be a great sprinter and you cannot run a 200 meters. That is absolutely garbage. So if
She
you
has
want
won,
to say,
she has won a world title in the 200 meters, so
Yeah, I'm trying to understand.
getting that.
yeah, but okay, but if we're looking at the totality, would you say Shelley rank top 5 in 200 meters, like in the last 5 years? Would you put her in the top 5 right now?
She hasn't run enough 200 for me to put her there.
Well,
I agree.
and exactly what I'm saying. You can't be in the goat of sprinting and you haven't run enough 200 meters. How does that mean? If you want to say she's a 100-meter goat, I'll probably listen to no.
Well,
But
Kems, at least it's better than the argument that you can't be greatest and you feel a drug test.
that was surely.
All right, so Kims, you want us to be a little bit more definitive. So you want us to say that she's the greatest 100-meter female sprinter there is.
Well, you can make an argument for that, but then we
Okay.
can debunk that. But you can make an argument for
No,
that.
we can debate that, not the book.
I can debunk it.
No, debate, big difference. But we're not going to look at Shelly Fraser Price because she had a season to remember here, even though she never got what she had set out to get in terms of Olympic gold and all of that. But it was a season to remember. She finally broke that 10-7 barrier because I was the one who brought it up from the get-go that it just had me thinking, why can't these females get below that 10-7 seconds? And hey, she surprised us at the National Stadium, in which Kims always say, if them are cuss out Oregon say Oregon fast, then they have to cuss out National Stadium as well, because we see a lot of performances at National Stadium, and when these athletes go on the international stage, they can't replicate the same performance. However, she ran a 10.63 at National Championship, and she then lowered that to a 10.60. So
It wasn't
Yeah.
championship, it was an event.
no, it was
before
at
championship.
No, it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was the
It was at a-
championship.
No,
It
it
was
wasn't championship.
No, it was
not
at
the
a
championship. It was the
I think it
what
was
is
at
it
the
again?
Alcomas meet or
One of the
something.
all comers meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know all comers meet is, and for the viewers who don't know all comers meet, let me give you a football analogy. The all comers meet is like corner league, right? So it's not the prestigious, no. I like
Yeah,
corner
but
league.
I'd like to interject
No. I
with
disagree.
that, I'd like to interject because Kems, I remember when Shelly had run that 10.63, Kems said that Shelly was not running no more. That was a fluke. That was what Ken said. It was a fluke.
Chris,
And Shelly came.
I'm going to use one more of Kim's terms than you. Are you a froggy? Why are you jumping? Let me finish
No.
let me finish the prelude before
All
you
right.
keep some punches, the boss. But as I said, she lowered her personal best to a 10.60, where she beat Elaine in that race that we spoke about earlier. And that, hey, imagine you running 10.6 low and end up getting beaten. So she had a season to remember, as I was saying, and she can still hold her head high, knowing that she lost to the best athlete there is right now. So nothing to be ashamed of. No, Ryan, if you look at the season that she has had, would you say that the coaching that she has right now has worked out for her?
Yes and no, but mostly yes, because of the fact that they got her running the fastest she has ever run in her life. I heard some argument that she peaked too early. I am not so sure I agree with that, given the fact that she, after the Olympics, she ran faster than she ran um, prior before the Olympics. So I'm not so sure she peaked early as opposed to circumstances when you're running. Things might happen. She realized that she wasn't going to win the race, and she never, push that hard when you realize that you're not going to win. So maybe that, I don't know. But I wouldn't argue that she peaked too early. But I would argue that the coach got her running. I think maybe Francis, he has a tendency to have his athletes run within themselves. Run to win championships, don't overexert if you have to and all of that. But this coach had her running all out. And it also brought out the best from Elaine as well. So it was good for both of them. Matter of fact, she leaving the camp was good for both of them because they started to run at their maximum level. So I think she had a very good season. In terms of medals, not her greatest season, but in terms of time, her greatest season.
Yeah. And as I said earlier, and she doesn't have to feel any way about it because she was beaten by a better athlete with a faster PB. So nothing to feel ashamed of. Kims, you want to say something?
I'm just asking permission because I have some points in my head I don't want to forget. I was asking if I could go after Mr. Lawson.
Shoot, man.
All right. So Ryan, I'll give you props for two things that you said. You said that she leaving MVP was the best thing for both of them. And it indeed was, right? Because if you are Coach Stephen Francis, how are you going to coach Elaine to beat Shelley? How are you going to coach Shelley to beat Elaine? And I'm telling you guys, and this is information that is facts, right? From 2015, that was a battle up until Shelley leave, right?
I can
So
imagine.
so when Shelly, remember, remember this is not the first time Shelly set to leave, Shelly had set to leave before. I don't remember the exact year it was. I think it was before she had gotten pregnant. I think.
Wasn't around 2015, 2016 thereabouts? I think it was one of those
Uh,
years.
When did she get pregnant, 2018?
Somewhere
17,
around
18 there, bro. Yeah.
17, 18
All right.
thereabouts.
Yeah, so I think it was 16, 17. She had threatened to leave, but the only reason why she didn't leave was because of Nike sponsorship. That was the only reason. That is what really held Shelly back at MVP. And you can say, along with injury that make Ilian suffer, yes or no, it depends on Uno. Another thing that Ryan said, he said that Shelly ran the fastest under this coach. So yeah, in terms of time, yeah. To be honest, another thing he said that Frano don't make them run all right. So the thing with Frano, right? The thing with Frano, if you notice, Shelly, this is probably the most track meets Shelly ever run in her entire career. If you really take a look at it, the most track meets ever. And that is a rift that she had against Frano because there's a lot of times Shelly want to go to this meet or go to that meet, and Frano said no. There's a lot
Yeah.
of times, as Manningsman always say, when she go to Oregon, she always play possum because Oregon is always before a major championship, right? This time it was after, right? And these are instructions from Frano. Frano don't want her go, they go run too fast, or do the Russ run slow, come last place, get your appearance fee, and go easy yourself, right? But Shelly really and truly did not like that. So it was a bunch of stuff that lead to her leaving. Now, with our coach, it's really Shelly dictate what I go on. The coach trainer, but Shelly really dictate what I go on. More on this, some more on this, some more on this, some blah, blah, blah. So that's up, right? So now let us dive into Shelly and Fraser's season. I would say this is not one of her best seasons. I cannot give her this is one of her best seasons. Nope, 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 nope. It's just like, let us use an analogy. It's like we're in school, right? And this semester we get
But
a hundred.
level sorry Kems. But Ryan said it was our best season in terms of time, but not
All
in
right.
Yes,
terms of
Ken, I'm
medals.
going to use I'm going to use one quick example.
Isn't that what I said,
First,
Ryan?
yeah, in first
yes,
form, Kems, I came first in the class, right? In
yes,
second form, I came second, but I came with a second with a higher average than first form.
yes,
But I still come second, but I still had a higher average.
yes.
So it's just that. That's what I was saying.
Okay. All right. So let us look at that season where she won the 100-meter and the 200-meter double. What year was that, Mr. Host? Can you remind me?
I think it was what, 2013? I
All
stand
right.
corrected.
All right. She won the 100-meter, 200-meter double. Me personally, I think that was her best season. That is just me, right? But now let us dissect this one, right? Remember, she after the Jamaican trial, even before that, at the all comers meet, the corner league meet, she came forward and she ran
Man, stop the
10.63.
disrespect.
She ran 10.63, right? When she ran 10.63, the whole Jamaica was going crazy, as they should, right? At the Jamaican trials, you could see that she really wanted to win. She finally broke 22 seconds. So now she broke 22 seconds, broke 10.7. Can't say nothing to her. She came on an interview and said, I am a fast finisher now. This is her words I'm taking, not my words, not my biased words. I'm a fast finisher now. Okay, no problem. So now let us see that fast finishing. Well, we're going to the Olympics now. We're diving, even before that, the Diamond League race when Elaine ran 10.71. I didn't see Shelley finishing fast. Then we dive into now the Olympics, the 100-meter finals. I see Shelly drifting out. If the race was a little bit longer, Sherika would have passed her. Not a
Yeah.
fast finish. Yeah, let us talk about.
Hold on. Don't ever use the race being a little longer. That will never happen.
All right. Okay.
Skims, I could also make an argument that Sharika looks up to Shelley and Fraser Price, so she'd never passed her in that stretch because Sharika could have passed her.
No, I don't think she was
I
going past
watched,
her.
I watched that race, Ryan.
With the space that was left, she wasn't going past her.
Watch back over that race, Ryan.
I watched it a million times.
Watch back. No, man. Watch it again, man. All right, look at this now. Management and
Sharika did not sacrifice a silver medal.
out
I
of
think she
respect,
did.
man. When you're talking, I want you to write down your points, and when you get your time to talk, then you can rebut what I'm saying. All right, boss? Thank you, sir. Now, let us talk about that 200 meters, right? Remember, you know, she's a fast finisher now. In that last 30, 40 meters, I see her reversing instead of going forward, right? So, exactly, not a fast finisher. And she
Kev,
came.
none of us who understand Shelly and 200 meter had her to win a medal. Remember?
Well, I don't care what Uno have, you know. I know what Shelly have. And Shelly have herself to win a medal because she's a fast finisher now. So that is what I am using, right? So she start reversing in that 200 meters. Okay, no problem. Diamond League race, she was behind Talu in the standings for the Diamond League, right? But, you know, they changed up the Diamond League format. Said the top 8, they run off one race, and whoever wins, that's the Diamond League champion. However, Shelly was running Diamond League after Diamond League, running Diamond League after Diamond League. No, I believe at that point, Elaine had only ran one Diamond League 100 meters. Here comes Elaine. Diamond League, Diamond League, Diamond League. Elaine now is in the Diamond League finals. All of a sudden, Shelly is no longer interested in running the Diamond League final. Shelly not gonna run a race at Italy against some scrubs. And then after that, no.
But Kev, the quit while you're ahead.
Hold on.
But watch, Ryan. This is a problem that Kems has now.
No, I agree. No. I agree that she should have run that final, you know.
No, but look now, Ryan.
I think she should have run it.
I believe this is where Kems has an issue. She pulled out of the final, right? And yet the following week afterwards, she got run at a no
I think
name.
she pulled out of the final because she beat Elaine the race before and she wanted to end her season beating Elaine.
Kems, what has been reported though, you can speculate that, and that's what you can speculate. But what has been out there in terms of what you can read is about the amount of money that she was being given to run in the race.
Yeah, but I also believe that because she beat Elaine. If she had lost to Elaine, she'd have been in Diamond League final. And she would have, and maybe should have also
for the money.
And maybe should have also run that Swiss race. Maybe should have run that extra race if she had lost to Elaine the race before.
Well, no, I agree. We can make those speculations, you know, which is fine. But what has been said, which is sort of official, is about the amount of money for entry, because she believes, listen, I just beat Elaine. Why my money is so low and her money is so high? Why?
How Elaine money is high? Where Elaine money is high?
What? Are you saying that the same meet that she beat Elaine, that Elaine got more money than her for that meet?
I'm talking the Zurich final. The reason
but is a winner takes all.
But you still get appearance fee.
Well, why
her appearance? What was suggested is that her appearance fee for the Zurich Diamond League final, which is separate from the money you get for winning the final, was lower than what Elaine was getting.
Why
you take that up with your sponsors?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Look here, I'm not so sure that was a major contributor. I think it's because she had won Elaine, so she wanted to close her season. I beat Elaine in the last.
I don't take Kem's reason though. Like the truth is, we can praise Elaine, but at the same time, you can't be like sounding like you're disrespecting Shelly.
No. All our Mannings, because I see Owen Green in the comment section also saying that we're belittling Shelly. We're not. Because remember, a lot of us are happy that we have all these athletes. We appreciate all these athletes. So we're not belittling these athletes. And back to that Olympic final, Shelly had a poor race overall, because if you look at it, she slipped out of the blocks and that is unlike her,
which
and
she
that
admitted.
contributed.
Yes,
and we saw it for ourselves. Contributed to her being almost passed by Sherika. It's just the facts. We're not going around it. It's not a case of we don't rate
No,
her. We absolutely
I think what I think what Owen is trying to say is that this the sarcasm in the statement, so to speak,
Yeah.
that Shelley made, that is what Kems is trying to use to uplift what Elaine is doing. No, I am not. No, Kems, because I see what you do. Me see what you do. He's a judge's man, so me know what you do, Kems.
Hold on, Chris.
Hold on, Kems, me make the point. Hold on, Kems, me make the point. Because you have been every single time you're trying to you talk about the races in you talk about the 10-5 where she run, you talk about the 200 where she run at Olympics, you talk about the 100 where she run at Olympics, and you say, well, remember Shelley said that she's a fast finisher. She's not a fast finisher there. She's not a fast finisher there.
Yeah, that is true.
That is sarcasm using to
looking for
on
an opportunity.
Let me go a little further.
Kems looking for the opportunity to beat.
Let me go a little further.
Yes,
When Shelley ran at the stadium in the 200, everybody said, if it were a little longer, Sherika would pass her. They come to the Olympics. If it were a little longer, Sherika would pass her again. Why should never pass her?
Okay, and then
why
Chris,
it need to be longer?
Hold on, one second. I remember 1996 Olympic when Gail Levers and Merlin did the same time, 10.96, I think it was. And they interviewed Merlin Otti. I was a child, but I still remember. They interviewed Merlin Otti and they said something about, oh, you were gaining on Gail Levers if the race was longer, you had to pass her. Merlin said the race is 100 meters, not 102 meters.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Mannings, man.
Thank you, Ryan. Oh gosh.
Chris, you see why me have to beat them when it come to Shelley, because see Mannings man ready jump up with him chest out there. Anyway, let me finish my point and then Ona can blow over about Shelley when on want. But I am saying that I don't think this is her best season.
Like you do with Elaine Thompson, sir.
Yes, give me my time to finish, right? Okay. So now where I am. Okay, so remember, Diamond League is coming up. Mannings one is telling me about appearance fee. You are not the Olympic champion. You are not the double Olympic champion. You are not the fastest woman alive. What kind of appearance fee you expect to get over the champion, over the person who is the best in the world right now? What kind of madness is that? Anyway, so I think that is definitely garbage, right? I think, and Mannings man, you know better than anything. The report is always going to be politically correct. Okay, this is no rubbish, right? She beat Elaine, and that is the memory what she want everybody have. At my last race with Elaine, I was the winner, right? Anyway, moving on. You know Diamond League coming up, right? She has been running Diamond League all this time. She knew the fee all this time. Ain't no fee going up or going down. This is the fee, right? Okay. She run some little bogus race at Italy, and I jump up and I cheer up, and she run 10.8 bogus race. After that, no, Diamond League was the next week.
She ran 10.78, not 10.
What do you mean bogus race? Like
in
what,
Italy. Hold on.
What do you mean by bogus? What is a bogus race?
In Italy,
what is a bogus? No, I don't understand bogus race.
That was before the Diamond League.
I don't understand bogus race. What is a bogus race? I'm not right. Explain to me what a bogus race is.
No problem. I have no problem explaining it to you, Mannings, man. What a bogus race is when you run with a lot of athletes who are way beneath. That is what you're scrubs. There was nobody in the race who had a chance to beat her. This is a gimme race. That is what she ran in Italy.
So you're saying that if she broke the world record in that race, say she had broken the world record, it would not have qualified?
All right. Did she break the world record? Yes or no?
No. I asked you a question. You don't.
Hey, Mannings, man, don't give me hypotheticals right now. I don't want it. I only want real facts. No hypotheticals right now. Okay, let's move on. When we talk about now the Diamond League come, oh, she's 34, oh, she's tired, oh, she can't run. All right, no problem. Let's give her grace because she has served the Jamaican people and herself and her family for a very long time. Oh, but look at that. The following week after, she's running another bogus race again. against some little Switzerland and some little Ivory Coast and some little bug people. And you come tell me, say, oh, she wasn't running from Elaine. Rubbish. That's why I know that this is the worst. This is not her best season because she run like a Mickey Mouse. And then when it's time to face up to the rhythm, she get beaten. She don't want to hug Elaine. She don't want to show Elaine any grace. So
Okay,
why
okay.
is it that I show her some grace right now?
Okay, so we have another athlete to look forward to. So I'm just going to give you guys each 2 minutes to discuss whatever Chris and Manningsman before I get to the next athlete because I want to finish show within the hour. So
First
Chris,
of
go ahead.
all, it is egregious the way how this man is talking about Shelly and Fraser Price. I'm gonna tell you something.
Thank you very much.
Egregious the way how he's talking about Shelly and Fraser Price. Now, I will 1,000,000% agree with Ryan. In terms of times, this is Shelly and best season.
Definitely.
Bar none. And I'm not talking about hypotheticals. So let's take the hypotheticals out of it, gentlemen.
Chris,
So
remember to
we
punch him
can-
in his ribs, you know.
Well, I know. We can hypothetically think that Shelly ran away from her because she wanted to end on a high. Now, you are talking about, she wanted to say Shelly and beat her. You don't know what's going on in Shelly and Fraser's mind. So you cannot assume that that's the reason. That's one. Two, why is it that you're making this a little thing? Which 34-year-old sprint woman in the history of track and field is running 10.60, Kems? You tell me.
All right. You want me to start already now? All right, hold on, Chris.
Hold on,
Chris, this is where I'm going to defend Kems here. This is where I'm going to defend Kems.
No.
Collins,
Hold on.
Kim Collins, hold on, man. Kim Collins at the age of 39 ran 9.9. Remember again, the more
Kim shot for Kimberly.
9.9. No, Levon. I'm not ask about that. Which 34-year-old is running 10.60 as a female sprinter, Levon?
Female.
Hold on, man.
Levon, remember.
Hold on. Levon, I want to have some context to this. That 9.9 that Kim ran, was it his personal best?
Yeah.
It was. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to get across to Chris and Manningsman is
the only way that will make any sense if it's his PB.
It was. But what I'm trying to get across to Chris and Manningsman is that look at what I'm saying. It's with the advance of technology, you have seen it that sporting athlete can go on for longer and perform.
But I am asking a simple question.
Okay, let me answer the question.
Kems, hold on, Kems. I allowed you to say what you said. Allow me to explain what I want to explain.
Was it rhetorical?
Which 34-year-old female, talk about now,
after giving birth.
Which 34-year-old female, after giving birth,
changing from the top
has run
in the world.
Remember, up until Shelly-Ann ran that 10.63 at the National Stadium, which Kem says was a fluke, and that turned out to be false because she lowered her PB.
And I admitted that.
Did we think that Shelly was going to run 10.63?
All right. Is that a rhetorical question or can I answer?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying is that to answer your question, there's no 34-year-old woman who just gave birth running 10.6. But there's also no 34-year-old woman in this period of time that has experienced this advanced technology, this advanced recovery. So all of those females of the past, and so they have not got the opportunity to get this advanced technology.
You can say the same, but Kems, you can say the exact same thing. You can say the exact same thing about Shelly, about Elaine Thompson too. You can say the exact same thing about Elaine. Nobody has come from has had the technology to heal from an Achilles injury and come back and run 10.54. No female has that technology to heal from an Achilles injury and run 10.54. So you cannot use that technology part to heal because Elaine had that same access to technology too. Elaine had that same access and is running 10.54. So what's the point that Kim is trying to make?
Disagree with that. Manningsman, go ahead.
I don't have to use that. If it is advanced technology, why is Shelly the only 34-year-old running the time when all the other athletes at her age have the same technology?
What are the other 34-year-olds around that has the talent of a Shelly and Fraser Price?
So it's not the technology, it's her talent now.
No, tell me this. So tell me 34-year-olds. Like, don't tell me no. You make up a point now. Tell me the other 34-year-olds.
I'm
You
asking
don't know. You do not know. You do not know.
So because hold on. Keep calm. Cause watch it.
I'm very calm.
Your assertion is that the only reason why she can run this time is because of advanced technology.
No, you can't attribute it to that alone.
No, not you, Levon.
Is that a rhetorical question, or can I answer?
Answer quickly, please. Because
okay, that's not the only reason. It's a fraction of it, but not the only reason.
Does it help Elaine?
Of course it does.
Does it help Sharika?
All of them.
So it helps all of them, but it's helping all of them, but still yet Shelly's still running faster than Sharika and the other athletes, with the exception of Elaine. So you can't use that because with all of them using the advanced technology, she's still outperforming.
Mannings, man, what you're not getting is that remember that she's superior in talent to these people, so of course she's going to outperform them. That's the point.
I get that point, but Kems is making it look as if, listen, if I speak highly of Elaine, it means that Shelly is not good. So let me say this. He wants us to believe. Oh, hold on. No. You want us to believe that Shelly was running from Elaine, though you have no facts to prove that. But when we tell you, but when I tell you what has been reported, you say that is not fact. Because reporters will say anything.
All right, Mannings man. How many reports have you heard that you believe 100% of them?
So which one? You have got to tell me which report to believe then, because
I'm not telling you, but I decide for the reports and I decide if I want to believe it or not. Because these reporters will try to be politically correct and BS people. I am not going to be one who is BS.
But you're trying to downplay Shelly and elevate Elaine. That's what you're doing because you're using. Hold on, Kems. You're using Elaine.
Yeah, we're going to clear up on this because again, remember that we have another athlete.
Yeah, man. This is my last point. You're using Shelly's fact that she's a fast finisher, and you're using it sarcastically to make your point that Elaine was so much better. I am not saying that Elaine is not better. You heard what I said. I said Elaine is the greatest sprinter in the history. Hold on, in the history of track and field. But you are using Shelly. You're using Shelly's phrase to sarcastically prove your point. That may point out, that is what you're doing, and it's not fair. Shelly, at 34-year-old, has lowered her PB.
Focus, man, focus.
Now, Shelly, as a 34-year-old, right, has lowered her PB twice this season. Twice.
Okay.
Right? Remember, Elaine not touched 38,
Okay.
Right? Elaine has that time, and I'm not saying that she's not the greatest sprinter. You've heard that I've said it. But we're making it look as if Shelly has done in terms of times. That is why I agreed with Ryan when I said that in terms of times, Ryan said that in terms of time, she had her greatest season because she has lowered her PB twice this season.
All right, Chris, totally understand, right?
Come on.
5 seconds. Or distinguished host,
Come on.
Question. Do you believe that this is Shelly's greatest season? I said no, and I gave my reasons why I said no. I also, many times I've said Shelly done well here, so I don't need to diminish Shelly to elevate Elaine. Elaine times has already done that. I don't need to do that.
Yeah, but you said when she ran the 10.63, you said that it was a fluke.
All right, Chris, so hear what? Kems, but we have to be fair, and I being the host, I have to be fair. You sarcastically tried to downplay Shelly and performance. You did. So just accept it, boss. But
calling her event bogus.
All right, but let's be fair.
Just a two-share move on.
Yeah. Let's just be fair now and say both of them had some spectacular season, and I mean, as we said, in terms of medal-wise, it wasn't the best for Shelly, but in terms of the times that she ran, definitely the best for her. And again,
100%.
Let me
Hey,
ask you.
Kev, move on, man.
No.
We are
Sharika time.
move on, Kems. No,
Sharika time
Kems.
now.
We
Levon.
done.
You're Shelly
Sharika, we
enough.
are talk about
You're
now.
being Shelly enough. Sharika time now.
Sharika time now.
So the athlete that has flew under the radar a lot, and as people always say, we don't give enough attention to her because of the healing factor and the Shelly and Fraser Price factor. But I am one that always believed in her, and I can talk for Chris Lynch as well because Chris Lynch was one of the first person to actually talk her up. And I mean, as I refer to her as, I call her jackpot. She had a season to remember for herself because hey, she said that the workload in the 400 meter was too much, so she wanted to come down to the 100 and the 200. People never expected much of her because they thought that she was new to the event and all of that. But she also had a season to remember. She got what? A PB in both events, 10.76 in the 100 meter and 21.82 in the 200 meter. And again, as I said, she was the Olympic bronze medalist, and we can speculate as to whether or not she could have passed Shelley or not. But the fact is the fact, and the fact is that she got the bronze medal. So that is what we have to talk about. Where I'm going to beat her, and that is where I lost a lot of ratings for her, was for her stupidity in that 200 meter at the Olympics. And from that day, I was like pissed off about it, but made a mistake. And as it was said, it was coach's instruction. But boy, I fail to believe that an athlete of her caliber, knowing that,
No,
hey,
coach instruction that she did not execute. A coach can tell you to do something and you
yes,
don't execute.
yes,
So
because
it's on her. The non-execution is on her.
I agree, Ryan. Because all right, me as an athlete, right? If I look in that race and my coach said to me, all right, finish third in the race. However, I see that probably 4 or 5 athletes is in close proximity. I'm going to speed up and just, if I win the race, so it go. But I'm not going to lose out.
What
That's
is the
just
extra five? What is the extra 5 meter? Yeah.
exactly. And that was where I lost a lot of ratings for her. But overall, it was a decent season for her. So I'm going to start off with Manningsman on this one. What you thought of Sherika's season?
I think she had a a good season. I think it would have been a better season if she had executed the 200 meters, because I think there was a medal in there for her at the Olympics. I think the mistake that she made cost her one global medal, right? But she did well enough. I would not. I think after I know she did her final race against Christine Mboma. I think her time was her PB in the last race.
No, no,
I
no,
think
no, no, no,
No,
no.
it was
around 22 something this
Why?
week.
right,
All
right.
right, Manningsman. So clarification to people that are speculating about her PB. Her PB, I believe, was what? The 2182, right? That's what I said.
No, 21
Yeah,
82,
82.
and she run 21.81.
So she ran the
One,
2181 behind when Mbama ran the 2178.
right,
Yeah.
right. That is the second time Mboma beat her, I believe. That was the second race. I
Yeah. So
think right.
yeah,
So
correct. Because
so
it was the race. It was the race before the last one.
right. So I think the two things disappointed me was the 200 meters at the Olympics. Then I don't think she should have run that third race and let Mboma beat her again. I think she feels like she needs to beat Mboma to prove something. And I think now that she has been beaten by Mboma, it has, I think, lowered her. Like, yeah, like if
All
I
right. So,
were,
so Manningsman, you're trying to say that it has defeated her psychologically.
I think so, because I really felt like the only reason why she did that third, having such a long season, doing so many 200 and tired, why did she opt to do that third race when she had her personal best in the race before that? Given that she was going to go up again, let me finish, because I know I just like Kems would speculate and insinuate and extrapolate.
Yes.
I am learning from the guru of track and field.
Yes.
And that's what he would do. And I am, I with all of that, I think she went like, I need to beat her. So she was trying to prove that she can beat Mboma, and she ended up losing again.
Okay. All right. Manningsman.
I'm
running out of time. You can't take up the whole time. We're running out of time, Manningsman. Manningsman, let me ask you, Manningsman, you know what? I met you probably about a month and a half now, and I have a lot of respect for you. Even though you support Arsenal and so, I have a lot of respect for you. But on this particular topic, you're speaking some Arsenal right now. That's how you're speaking some Arsenal right now, right? So hear me, man. Hear me up, man. You think say Sharika are the one who raised her hand and say, I am going to run this race? Do you think if Sharika pick which race to run? Do you think that?
Obviously, our handlers are not competent.
What?
So you as a pastor.
Listen,
You
ask let me finish now, man.
No, that was rhetorical. It was rhetorical. Let me just tell you. All right. So let me answer the question real quick. I'll take another day. But let me answer the question real quick. This has been Sharika's greatest season ever. Let me tell you this, man. You think anybody knew about Sharika Jackson before this?
Is that question that is rhetorical again?
Anything I'm rhetorical.
Man. We used to mix up Sharika Williams with Sharika Jackson.
There was no.
I know.
Listen. If you guys really look at this and say this is our greatest,
it has to be. It has to
no,
be.
Oh, because
which other one?
No, watch me now. Okay, because here's what you guys are comparing this with any other season. That I understand. I am saying to you, because of the error she made at the Olympics, let me ask you this. Could her season have been better?
Yeah, but that don't mean any great.
No. Manningsman. No. Manningsman. We don't. Manningsman. Do not know. That's the thing. We do not know. Again. You don't know if she final and to come.
But Manningsman, we just talk about Alien and say she could have brought the world record and say season could have better. But we also agree that it is her greatest season.
True.
So why is it that Sharika can make a mistake and it still be her greatest season?
All right. No. I'm not saying. Listen, I think it's a good season. It could have been better. That's what.
Of course. But that doesn't mean they're great.
Manning's two different arguments.
Manningsman, it don't have to be perfect to be the greatest. It does not.
I hear that.
All right, Manningsman.
Because listen, here's the thing. All right, no, follow me now, Kems. Hold on, man. Listen. So that is why this is our first season doing the 100. I don't understand this thing. It don't make any sense, because this is our first season doing the 100 and the 200 meters. So that means that there's nothing to compare it with in previous season. So the question then don't make any sense.
Hold on.
So what are you comparing it with?
Hold on. Is this our first season as an athlete? Is this our first Olympic?
First season doing 100 and 200 meters.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Event.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on a second. Hold on, man.
So
the conversation is about season management, not about event.
No, put the event, put it in context. Put the question.
No, management. The conversation is about season, not events. So we agreed with her by
okay, yeah, man. Then if I mean she has never had any season in 100 and 200. It's her first season. It's her greatest season.
I want to read this comment. So here's Wally in the comment section saying that Manning's gonna let down Arsenal. To answer to you, Wally. Nobody can let down Arsenal when they're in a 16th place pass.
Arsenal already down.
Anyways,
let me answer you right. Levon, because this is our first season doing the 100 and the 200 meter at any global event. It is our greatest season ever.
Yeah.
Then what is the point of the question? Really?
Hold on, dear management. If she only had gotten a bronze medal in the 100, would a debate whether if the 2016 season better than this one?
No. So listen, if she
you remember that she won a bronze medal at the Olympic 2016, right?
Yeah, man. So if she
we'd be having that debate if that season was their greatest, but obviously this season would surpass that one.
Ryan, either way, Ryan, this season would still supersede that one. Reason being,
hold on.
She PB'd in the 100 meter, she PB'd in the 200 meter, and she also got a bronze medal. So that would be greater than what she did in that time.
It's kind of funny. Yes, it is funny. Hold on, Chris. You see, it is funny because we are looking at her personal best and time.
Mannings, now we have to give the other two guys some time.
When Kem's talking about Shelly, it's not about her time. You see how unfair this is. But we're going to Sherry's time to determine. determine this.
No,
And then
but we all know, say when it comes to comparing Shelly and Elaine, Kems are
Yeah,
going to
man,
be biased from now till
that's a
tomorrow
Kim's thing,
morning.
Dominics, man.
But
That's a
hold
Kim's
on there. Me give hold on, Kems. Me comment on that one. Because I can knock out Mannings man with that one. Mannings man, when Sherika Jackson decided, when Jacko decided to do the 100-meter, there were many persons,
Thank you
including
very much. I
my
was waiting
fellow
on my turn.
reporters that are in the sports journalism world,
Thank you very
never
much.
expected her to achieve nothing in the 100. Nothing.
I was waiting on
And
my turn
in
to
one
speak.
of the rounds,
Right.
in that in those trials, in one of the rounds, she ran 10-7. You are telling me that you thought Sherika Jackson, who we think is a specialist 400-meter runner, would have ran 10-7 in the 100. That's what you're telling me?
Is that a rhetorical question?
No, that is rhetorical because obviously you would not have thought so. And I think she has been one of the most underrated 100-meter sprinters this season.
Definitely.
She's the most underrated 100-meter runners this season. She has run multiple 10-7s, multiple 10-8s, and ran multiple sub-11s.
Yep.
But we don't talk about that because it took 10-5-4 and 10-6-0 for persons to not be talking about Sherika Jackson.
Yeah,
and we're going to sit here and talk about this is not Sherika's best season. Really?
Chris, and let me bury Mannings man like how Burnley are gonna bury Arsenal this weekend, right? Let me bury Mannings. Also, remember, Sherika Jackson.
How did Manchester United match go?
Excuse
Sir,
me.
you're not even in Europe, so hush up. You're not even in Europe, so please be quiet.
Guys, track and field focus.
All right, look here, right? So remember, at the Olympics, Sherika Jackson ran the 100 meters, right? She ran the 4x1, right? She went ahead and she ran the 4x4 again. Okay, that's enough, right? Let's talk about the Diamond League. When have you ever heard about Sherika Jackson in a Diamond League? Sherika Jackson, she made the 100-meter Diamond League final. She made the 200.
And she ran a PB in the 200 as well during that Diamond League.
Okay, let us talk about how she came second in the Diamond League for the 200 meters. Like, and you talk about when else? Show me another season, Mannings man, where they can compare to this, and this is not rhetorical. Another season that they can put up against this from Sherika Jackson, where you can say this season can rival this season this 2021 season. Show me another season, Mannings man.
The point I am making. The point I'm making is that.
Answer the question.
The point I'm making is this: there is no other season when she has run the 100 meters.
Then that's why you're the best one.
Mannings, man, what you're not understanding is that we're not just putting it down to event. We're talking about an overall season.
She has made a transition, Mannings man, from 400 to 100 and did it smoothly. She's running sub-11s. She's run a lot of sub-11s this season. The transition from 400 to 100.
When I started out, I said that she had a very good season. It could have been better.
So every other athlete.
Which is fine.
And we said that about every other athlete that we spoke about.
So follow me. The fact that it could have been better, I'm not going to rate it as her greatest season, unless I'm going to say it is her greatest season because there's nothing else. To me, this is her first season doing the 100. That's the point I'm making.
Mannings man, so you're not going to rate it as the greatest season for her, right? So which point out to us which season has she had so far in her career that is greater than this season?
When we get to the World Championship, then I look back at this
one. Come on, Mannings man.
No. Mannings man. Let's ask you a simple question. What is her best season?
Mannings man, it was a present question, not a future tense question.
You said the best season, best season and greatest season. It's the same thing.
Greatest, best present tense. We're not talking about future tense.
Based on what she has been doing as a senior athlete, what has been her best season?
thus far. The
Okay,
Muslims.
obviously.
Thank you. Exactly. What I
No,
But that's the point we've been
but
trying to make
no,
all
no, no,
this
no, 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 no,
time.
no, 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 that's not. Could our season have been better?
All right.
Mannings, but we all
That's
agree
not
that
the
yes, it could
argument.
have been.
Manning's
That's
man.
the thing, that is two
Manning's
different
man.
arguments.
Elaine Thompson is in world record shape right now. She could have broken the world record, which would have made her season better. She still had her best season, bar none, this season in 2021. So it can be the same argument for Shericka Jackson. She shocked the world and ran sub-11s leading up to the Olympics, got a bronze medal, was a part of the greatest 4x100 meter team from Jamaica because they ran a PB in the 4x1, plus took up herself, ran the 4x4, got a medal there, has
Exactly.
run
About
sub
that.
22, second in the 200. Do you want me to continue to list her achievements or you want me to stop there
Yeah, I
to
can't
prove
stop
that
there.
she has had the
You
best
can't
season?
stop.
Is this Brianna Williams' greatest season?
It is.
Okay, all right.
It is.
How much
Who's
sub
best
11s?
season?
Okay,
Brennan.
No,
okay.
not for me.
All right, hold on. Let me try to remember something. Did Brennan run a PB this season?
She did.
Yeah.
She did?
Well,
Yes.
what I remember is that she have a gold medal.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I
And she
remember
ran a
for her.
PB too.
And if you ask me, it has been her best season to date because this was her first season as a senior and she got a gold medal at her first Olympics. So, in terms of how she'll rank it, of course, she's going to rank the season as her best season.
I don't
But,
think.
Manning's man,
yeah.
nobody can contest that she could have done better. What we are saying is that this has been her greatest season based on the fact
So
that she
far.
was able to achieve what she has achieved so far. Nobody expected,
Thanks.
if you asked before the trials, every
Big man,
well-known track and
no
field
people.
reporter around the world, if you sit down with Ricardo Chambers right now before the trials and ask him, if you go back in time and say, listen, Ricardo, do you think that Shericka Jackson is going to run 10-7? I can bet you all my
You look,
my
you said
2-year
10-7.
salary,
You said
10
you look,
years, he would have said no.
you look, you
Shericka
said
Jackson
10-7.
shocked
A lot
the
of people did
world.
not have her for third in that trials.
Well, can I
Okay.
disagree? Can I disagree? I, for one, said it on this.
No, you
show.
said. I'm not saying you.
Okay.
I never said nobody didn't. I said a lot of people
Levon,
didn't.
she shocked the first of all when she made the announcement that she was going to 100 because people thought most people were absent know say 400 meter persons can run 200 decently,
Yeah.
right? So when she made that shock revelation that she was going to run the 100 meters, a lot of persons never expected her to perform the way she performed this season. It's not just one sub-11 she has clocked, you know. Remember, she has clocked remember there were 3 rounds, including the finals in the 100 meter at the trials. She clocked sub-11 she clocked sub-11 twice, 2 times out of the 3 rounds that she ran. Plus she clocked sub-11 at the Olympics and won a bronze medal. You really cannot argue, sit there, Manning's man, with a straight face and your glasses by your face, that Shericka didn't have her best season this year. She had her best season.
All right, Kems, I think I can probably draw for another parallel. Although this athlete is not a Jamaican, but I can bet you that even Americans themselves would say that this is his best season, and it's another athlete that is coming down for the 400. I'm talking about Fred Curley.
Of course.
Everybody around Fred Curley as having the best season
Definitely,
of his
best
career.
season.
This one has 1 medal before in the 400 meter. So it's just basically that, Manning. So
Manning's about 10 TKO you get in a Manning's, man. About 10 TKO you get.
I wish we could carry on with the conversation, but you know that every good thing has to come to an end. And this is where we're going to have
Tell that man that it's gonna call Manning. It's not called Manning's High School, it's Manning's School, eh?
But Manning's, I'm not telling them, man, they took a lot of punches tonight, but I know that they can withstand that because
God punches you take, man.
You're a pastor, and a pastor is strong enough, lot of faith in God, so you can withstand all that pressure, man.
I'm going to tell you, God shield punch them.
Right. I'd like to say thanks to all our viewers. You are the ones that make this possible. Without you, in order to can't have a sports frenzy. Thanks to Ryan. Thanks to Chris, Manningsman. As I said, took a lot of punches. Kemzo was on the side of a lot of sarcasm tonight and thought that he could have gotten away, but wasn't to be. A lot of punches came his way as well. But I have to say thanks to everybody that makes the show possible and to our producer. Big up yourself.
30 seconds today.
No 30 seconds today.
No.
Show has gone long overdue. So we just have to leave it right there, man.
All right.
We'll be back here tomorrow to discuss some English Premier League. Well, there's a game going on tomorrow. I believe it's Newcastle against Leeds United. Hope that Leeds can get their season on track. Until tomorrow, guys, stay safe. Peace out.